It is with something of a heavy heart that I have to say that this is the second exercise in the space of a couple of weeks where a government that said to the people of Barbados that it was not interested in privatization and divestment of its assets has forged ahead without reference to the people of Barbados, without giving us details on what it is doing behind closed doors and doing in our name, and then bungled the operation. The first of all was the National Terminal Companies Limited, and now we have this disgraceful scandal here at the Barbados Hilton. And again, the question has to be asked, in whose interest is the government functioning? I think that many of you have also asked another type of question. I've heard you ask, what would the Barbados Labour Party do differently? There comes a time when I suspect any government in the world has to look at the assets that it has and it presides over and make tough decisions about those assets. But that is not where this exercise went horribly wrong. Where this exercise went wrong is in the lie, the damnable lie that was fed to the country that this government would never, under any circumstances, be prepared to go into a program of divestment. Where we went horribly wrong is that when we started out on this course, we did so under cover of darkness. And to this day, the people of Barbados have not been brought up to speed and included in what was intended for the National Terminal Company Limited or what has been included and planned for the Barbados Hilton. So that we are being treated as strangers in our own home. I give you the assurance that one of the things that the Barbados Labour Party will do differently is that immediately upon being given the opportunity to assume the reins of government again, we're going to put in place a college of negotiators. People who have the necessary experience, expertise, skill and practical know-how, who don't just come to deal with matters on a whim and a fancy, but do so against a professional training and an understanding on these things. We have done this when we had to deal with the International Law of the Sea arbitration with Trinidad. We brought in technical advice so as to help shape government's policy and government's direction in the name of the people. We've done this when we've had to deal with the World Trade Organization and other international trading entities. We've brought in the very best that we could find with the type of experience and expertise so that we could shape government's direction on behalf of the people. And that should also have been done here. You can't hold a fireside sale of one of Barbados's most prestigious pieces of real estate and then expect that the country will accept that having sold it off, there is nothing to show for it. That is absolutely scandalous and disgraceful and should never have been allowed to have happened in a modern democracy.